together and looking at our different guides and receiving dolphin messages and jaguar messages. We're going to be entering into the sacred journey, which is a sacred space, and it's a timeline. And it's a timeline through sacred space that all those who are joining the Intuition Awakening Summer Camp this summer will be taking. It never happens again in the same way with the same topic, and it's all aligned to the energies of what are happening right now, to attune to all of our souls. So please enter the sacred space, because tonight, as we are on the eve of 777, this is the next beautiful gateway. And this is another Sirius download, Sirius the planet, Sirius our spiritual sun. These are typically blue, violet, silver type of beings, very loving. The sun is your spiritual self. So this is a time when we receive more downloads, energy from the frequencies. And what I've been doing is I'm still a little bit wet from my ocean swim a little earlier. And the sun was going down. It wasn't setting yet. So it was still almost like silver on the water. And I like to swim and then put my hands where the sun is coming across the water, or the moon, and receive that, because I'm one with the infinite field. And I see the silver, I see the light, and I say, I receive the codes from the sun and this beautiful rays that are optimal for my highest good and my soul's path at this time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you might pick them up, or you might rub them, you might pour them on you, you might just touch them, or align to where the water with the path comes right into your heart. So whatever it is that you are in the process of manifesting, of completing, of becoming, of unraveling, of disconnecting from or connecting to, there's a lot more going on than we are aware. So one of my many missions in life is to bring the connection back to as many people as possible, to as many places as possible. So welcome everyone, Akasha here, Nan Akasha. And if you join me at nanakasha.com, we'll make sure that you know about all of these wonderful calls that we do. If you subscribe here and get notifications, you'll know when we go live. And what happens with my intuition classes is that we're in the flow of intuition. And if I was so structured that I said, here's what the class is, and then I never changed it or added anything, then I would be teaching intuition inside of an unintuitive model in a way of delivery, and all frequency matters. So the frequency of teaching intuition is to encourage and create a space where there's clearer communication, there's less pressure, where we cleanse and clear the things that block you, and we create a light space where you're lifted out of any level, whether it's mental fears or emotional fears or whatever they are, that currently prevent you from being able to receive accurately, easily, and whatever's going on in your life that's distracting you from listening and receiving the guidance. So the most important thing is to remember that if you're struggling, if you're frustrated, if you're stuck, if you're excited and you're ready to move forward, but you're not certain, if you keep repeating an old pattern, it doesn't matter. We've all been there. We're all going there. Just stay with where you are. And if you listen, the path will appear like little breadcrumbs. Doors will open where there were none, because they're only coded to you. So if you have a cat, or if you've seen or heard that I don't have one, but the cats or dogs, I think for both, they have a cat door. So that when they come up to the cat door, it only unlocks because they have like a chip in their collar. It recognizes their vibration and it opens the door. Or they come up to the food dispenser. It's all very smart and high tech. I don't have any such thing. However, I like the concept because if you understood that your frequency, when it reaches a certain point, can communicate with more realms, with more spirit guides, with more colors, with more of the elements, you'll sense and understand more. You'll feel it more quickly. You'll notice it and give it some priority. You'll start to follow it more easily. You'll keep in the present moment because you know as soon as you take a step towards your intuitive guidance, there's going to be something else that opens you've never experienced before. So the next 5 weeks, starting on this incredible 777 Stargate energy, is we're using the love, the beautiful energies that are coming through that to be a part of the natal chart, to stamp into this particular summer camp these divine energies that are here to support us in our spiritual self-discovery, our spiritual self-recovery, retrieval, and our spiritual guides. There's ones that have been with you forever. Maybe you'll connect to a guardian angel. Maybe you'll connect to something that's more new to you. Maybe you're getting into the mysteries, and so you feel drawn to Bast, some goddesses or something. Maybe you're interested in sacred geometry and you're drawn into Thoth or Melchizedek or Hermes. There's so many paths that you can be guided into. And it isn't for you to follow anyone else's path. It's for you to listen from the heart to resonate with what's speaking right now to the deeper part of you, not to the fear part of you. Now, the fear part of you tries to cover it up, tries to dilute it, tries to dismantle it. And the world has been doing that as well. There may be many people in your life that tell you that your intuition is silly, or look down on you having a spiritual practice or a meditation practice or a yoga practice, or you spending time in nature, or even you taking time for yourself. These are not healthy relationships. I'm not blaming anyone. I'm saying you no longer want that relationship in that way. How do you go from a relationship with your boss or with yourself or with your mother or with your partner or with your children or with whatever it is? How do you go from where you are in that relationship to a different relationship? You change your state. You change your state of consciousness. You change until you're not attached to it. Not in a mean way, because then you move into 5D consciousness. So we will be in our Merkabas. They have told us in some of these calls recently, the team and the council of spirit guides that are gathering for the school, and we've created a sacred temple several times. It's going to come into its final first fruition tomorrow during the school, during the class. And your Merkaba is your light body. It is specifically the part that travels. And I don't want to teach you any more right now, but it looks like this. There's a pyramid. That's the easiest way to think of it. Coming down, one above, and they merge and become absolute mirrors and equal partners. And when you have this, you can travel dimensions, you can travel and speak other languages, you can speak, see, sense, understand other realms, other councils. So tonight, what my understanding is if you have a question, I want to find the spirit guide that's here for you. And we're going to go into the sacred temple together. Now, I've already created the Infinity Healing Chamber. However, I know this is going to be a very special temple because for everyone, this is the 777 Stargate Okay, so I was going to say activation or meditation or whatever, the usual words we use, and they were just so lovingly coming around me, lots of Syrian blue guides and all of this wonderful cat energy. Woo, got some cat medicine going on. And they wanted me to say, um, download celebration. So today, tomorrow, and the next day is the 777 Stargate download celebration with the Syrians. And the Syrians are from our spiritual sun, and they are guides that work specifically with our spiritual body, the part of us that knows our bigger purpose or our missions. In the class, at one point, I'm going to do everybody a small soul profile and explain to you some of what it means for you so that you understand how learning this intuition isn't silly, it isn't frivolous. This is developing one of your most powerful skills. If you work in a bank, if you work in the IRS, if you work as a teacher in a school, if you work in an insurance office, it doesn't matter where you work. You don't have to be like a healer. If you develop your intuition, you are giving yourself an opportunity to become top performer for you. Now, I'm not saying that you may get a medal or an award or the president's bathroom's key in corporate offices because of what you do. You are going to align with the truth of who you are. You're going to stand at the crossroads of realities and timelines of everything you've been, the portal that you are, and everything that is before you as a wave of potential. This means you're going to be the manifester of your reality. And if you're here, you're ready for that. If you're around me, then you're a master in training. You are a master ready to become what is called an ascended master. It's not religious. It means that you become self-realized and you become a bodhisattva, or like Kuan Yin or Thoth, who rose from being a human and wanting to understand the greater mysteries. His heart drew him forward. He listened to it despite what others were doing. And the more you do that, the more you listen, the more you're going to realize you already have a team, you already have spirit guides in every potential reality. So when we go to past lives, other lives, past lives, linearly, everything already exists, all right? So we go there because there's a connection, there's a wound, there's a block, there's a problem, and your higher self, all of your intuitive counsel, who knows your blueprint, your purpose, your missions, knows your soul talents, your soul fear, all of those things, is going to say, oh, okay, this is what is optimal for you at this time. And when you have the ability to receive it, you're going to be able to go to that other life and say, guess what? Here I was about to be killed and I thought I was all alone. Or here I was and all my money was taken and I was thrown in jail and then my head was chopped off. And so I made these decisions that people can't be trusted and love isn't real and money is dangerous. And now I can't get love, money, or people in my life that I trust. That is not a rich life. So whatever is keeping you from a rich life, your spirit guides were there, even though you couldn't remember because of the trauma you were experiencing as you were dying on the battlefield, feeling responsible for everyone else, as you were being killed unfairly because somebody wanted to steal your money, as you were abandoned because you weren't rich enough, or whatever else. So we all have these experiences in our soul, and all of those lives want right now. Be a spirit guide, because together you can figure out what spirit guides are there with you. What if you changed your destiny the way I'm changing my destiny? And instead of me rescuing you or freeing myself from you and saying, oh, phew, I'm not carrying that around, good luck with your shit, like we've done in the past with the past lives, right? We say, Together, we're stronger. We both have spirit guides. Let's open the channel. You come and take this class or do this tonight, and those other lives could access your new clarity. A lot going on here. You don't have to understand it all. Intuition is dropping into the sacred space with me and feeling it, receiving, being the divine sacred feminine. And we have a lot of sacred feminine guides with us. So another thing that's happened is they showed me in the ocean today that randomly, so there's no guarantee of when, where, and how, I will be channeling a message in between classes, maybe more, and sending them out to you, okay, if you're in the class. So there's a lot going on in the class. It may look like, oh, it's just a class per week or something. No, we are working in between with the activation and attunement we've received, and tomorrow we're going to meet our soul guide. Our soul guide came through and said that with the wisdom keepers, who are part of our structure, that we met in the Spirit Guide Council. Now we have these incredibly high frequency masters, including the dolphins, which are high frequency masters, holding space for us so that we can connect with great clarity. All right. Okay, so I'm going to look very quickly now. And so you can go to the shop and you'll see the class and you'll love the class and you can sign up for the class. And if you have a problem signing up for the class, let us know. You can just send it via PayPal or whatever else you need. Okay, so all right, my loves, let's see who we have here. Sylvia, thank you for coming. Hi, Deb. Oh, I'm so grateful you're here. Hi, Sam. Looking forward to the session. Me too. Hi, Kim. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, Deborah, I saw you today. Thanks so much for this. I could use some guidance this evening. Fantastic. So I'm going to just say, Deborah. Oh, how wonderful. I love you. And Lewis, I love knowing you all over time. You know, maybe we travel together very closely and then we kind of walk our paths and then we come together very closely. And it's really wonderful because we can see how our paths unfold over a longer period of time. Hi, Symphony. I'm just connecting to your energies. So the dolphins are coming in and out of my heart chakra. Oh, Brittany. Hello, my love. Samantha. Fox. Let's see. So if you want to, I'm going to do as many as I can. And of course, the same way as in class, every reading I do, if I'm doing a reading for autumn and you're just sitting there listening, you can be listening for what guidance is coming through that for you. So you can be witnessing how it feels to you, if you feel emotional, where you feel it, what you're being reminded of. Remember, you have spirit guides right here and they want you to know they're here, they're here, they're here. All right. Also, if you are an intuitive and part of your desire is for some spirit guides to help you with your intuitive powers, let's go to the core of what is the spirit guide that's optimal for you right now, for exactly what you most feel challenged by or drawn to, okay? And that is going to give you your own personal experience. So I want you to be witnessing, watching, and receiving. And perhaps if I'm doing this, a reading for autumn, you might get something for autumn too. And in our classes, since we're learning to receive and to understand and to watch and to listen and to witness, this is the key. It may seem like you're not doing much, but it changes. First, gobbledygook might come up, or stress might come up, or your voices of, well, I'm not getting anything might come up, and oh, okay, you know, you just accept. And then right now, I want you to start thinking and opening your heart and almost like clearing your heart space, saying, oh, yes, I'm ready to connect with the spirit guides that are optimal for me in this time. And I want you to pick one thing, okay? Don't list 25 things. Pick one thing, please, one thing. You don't have to tell me. You can tell me in here. It's totally up to you. I'm just writing because Samantha here, she said, blocks in my way of moving forward. Move forward. Circled. You are so welcome, and thank you for greatly appreciating it. Hello, darling. How awesome. Ooh, yeah, baby, yeah. Okay, so Autumn and says, receive, recognize, and connect. Because that's really kind of what they were saying to me, showing to me. Then we're like, let's do one more party on the eve. I'm like, okay, let's do one more party. Also, this is an interesting pendulum. I'm an expert master pendulum worker. And I don't recommend stones. I recommend stainless steel. Now, stones attract energy, hold certain frequencies. However, this is a rose quartz, and I've done a lot of work with it. It's been to a lot of places, and it told me tonight on my way, I haven't even seen it. It called to me from a box, and I opened it up and went, oh, okay, yes, you can come. So you want to recognize and connect. Okay. Dear guides, and then Jonah. Hi, Jonah. Jonah Fowler, welcome. Okay, this is an excellent question just to say, not sure which way to turn. This is a great question for intuitive guidance. So something to remember is that, Jonah, I hope I'm saying that correctly, is to say how you feel, because it shows you the keywords to the best portal you have to connect. And then you take that portal, but you don't go, where's my spirit guide? You just say, oh, okay. And you enter the doorway, or you receive the download, or you go lay down because that's what you feel like doing. Now, which way to turn is great, because that's a way that a very specific spirit guide can speak to you to turn. You see, and what's great about intuitive guidance is that you don't even have to know what is, I don't even have to know specifically what are you talking about, right? So, and then you said decisions. So, of course, it's hard to make a decision if you're not sure which way to go. You are so welcome. Thank you for being here. I am a channel for love, and I am a heart chakra with legs. These are some of the fun things my clients have said for me, and I'm embodying that in a new way. So I want to make sure that you're all feeling love through me. And my goal for many decades has been to become the most clear and open channel for the highest good of all concerned when we gather together. So I want to just tell you all I'm beaming from my heart, and we have a lot of beautiful spirit guides that are sending you energy as well. Okay, let's see. What's the next best step for me to take? Abundance, soften. Okay, so the tag is next step, soften to abundance. I like the idea of soften, and that's gonna be a great way to connect with your spirit guide. Is this now, the way you just expressed this, you look at this as a communication, and that communication is, oh, okay, I've heard what I really want right now. That's on the top of the pile. That's what we're gonna look at. And so, I don't know which way to turn. You know, one of you says, I need decisions to make. I want to soften and I want to take the next steps on a path of more abundance. I'm ready for that. And this gives that soften is how you're going to hear more. That take a next step. What is abundance? What would it look like or feel like to you? What is a simple shift in how you feel abundant in one aspect of life? How about feeling abundant in support from guides, right? Okay, Sonia, hi. I don't know if I'm going to say your name right. Sonia Cernik. And Sonia, okay, let me see what you said. I love how you guys are giving me specifics. This is wonderful. Hi, Samir. And okay, so, and Sonia said, why am I stopping myself? Excellent. Why am I stopping myself? It's great. I can also, I'm already seeing symphony. Okay, anything? um, from being the best version of me. So, from me. Okay, good. So a key in you, Sonia, is the key is why am I? All right, and step back from the question. This is true for everybody. Wow, I've got so many tickles happening here. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, what's this? This is interesting energy. Tickles in my nose. So yes, I know Jaguar came in tonight. Of course, Jaguar is always here, but I got out some spirit animal guide. This is a shamanic deck. So this is a shamanic deck, and I just put it down and came back and started setting everything up. And here's my black star Jaguar, beautiful girl. I think you're tickling my nose. I'm gonna put you right here. All right. Why am I stopping myself? Is step back because you're in the you that you're asking the question to. So you want to step out of it as if you freeze frame yourself and you say, oh, okay. And then what if you went higher into your mind and you said, why would I want to stop myself from being me, from being the best version of me, to expanding or growing or shifting or reconnecting? And then you watch. And then if you can rise a little bit higher until you feel like you're up here in your soul star, you really have the vision of watching yourself, and you're aware every step of the way there are spirit guides around you. Might be a ray or a rainbow, might be a dragonfly or a goddess, might be your soul, might be just this feeling of something holding you, or the sense of the archangels around you. Whatever it is, this is all about fine-tuning more to that. Enza, manifestation. Excellent, Enza, and manifestation. Well, I can tell you, Enza, that you have a lot of earth elementals, which is a wonderful manifestation council. Okay, so Deb also has a lot, like somebody earlier, on the mind. Can't focus. Excellent. Yeah, that's true, Kim. Kim wants some guidance on being an excellent receiver because she's a good giver. And I think a lot of people could relate to that. Sylvia says, I'm in a new territory, don't speak the language, and can't translate. How do I best move forward in the relationship in this house? Got it. Sylvia. Got it. Okay, good, good, good. I think I've got most of you guys right. Deborah. I got you right, Marnie. Yeah, oh my goodness. Okay, guys, Samantha, I got you first, I think, right here. I start drawing and writing in strange ways when I'm working with spirit here. So, yeah, here you are. Okay, good. Good heavens. Okay. All right, my loves. So let's start to sink into this beautiful sacred space in this moment. I'm missing a light. It is a little dark. All right. So I want you to take a deep breath in. Close your eyes. Let the breath out and watch it like you were watching something that glowed in the dark with your inner eye. As you let it out, relax your muscles in your shoulders. Move your spine a little bit. Stretch. Come deeper into the moment. Take a deep breath in. I am that I am, Ea Escher Ea. I am here, ready and willing to enter this sacred space, to enter this temple of the spirit guides, to enter the temple of the oracle, to enter the temple of the wisdom that is here. I'm ready to align with my highest good and what is optimal for me. And I'm ready and willing to receive the guidance in whatever form is optimal for me from the spirit guide or guides that are here with my soul medicine messages, powers, wisdom. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Open and relax. Feel yourself opening and relax. Open and relax. Open and relax. Take a deep breath in. As you draw it in up your nose, let it expand across your forehead. Open a beam of light from this breath up, out, through the crown, like a V shining up higher and higher and higher. You see your soul star. You see your higher self. And now you let the breath go. And you feel like a balloon is lifting you up gently into the arms of your higher self. You now feel held and safe, relaxed. Everything is fading. You gladly relax. You surrender to this loving embrace. You feel so held and understood. You feel the resonance because this is you, but a wise you, a strong you, a wonderful you. Do you have something that's held you back? Surrender it now. Just feel it leaving your cells, your bones, your mind. Your higher self is drawing it out of you. You feel, relief. And now you receive graciously the elixir of light entering the cells, the breath. Bring the breath now down from the higher self, up through the arms, from around you in every way and every dimension. I surrender into the arms and the loving embrace Just release your breath and feel yourself lifting from the body, the room, lifting from the thoughts, rising out of the fears, worry, feeling lighter and lighter. You feel now a beam of light from the spiritual sun of Sirius, the divine sacred feminine wisdom from Egypt, Isis, and these divine blue spiritual guides move around, and now they hold you as you are held by your higher self. You all become facets of an enormous divine gem. Declare in your heart that you activate your intuitive network. Align with clarity, ease, and grace, with gratitude, open heart and mind. The messages from your spirit guides that are optimal for your highest good at this time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Venus, divine goddess of love and beauty and wisdom and creativity. Thank you, Isis, divine mother goddess of the all-seeing eye, the freedom and the power to resurrect our soul's path. Now a blue path opens before us, out through the clouds, into the dimensions. You walk forward. There is a small animal spirit guide next to you. I see a fox. I see a sheep. I see many foxes. They're walking. Are they walking by your left foot or your right foot? What do you see? There's a raccoon. Brittany has a snake. Autumn has a raccoon. Marnie has a raccoon. Kim has a blue bird. But it's riding something. It's riding the back of a long-haired white cat. Deborah, you have many, many mice. They're all carrying different things. They're running around. They're coordinating things. Most of these I'm seeing by your left foot, everyone, and Deborah for sure. One has a book, one has a pen, one has something else. They're all trying to organize something. They're wearing clothes like animated mice, and they've got little glasses that are round. They seem to be extremely busy. They're trying to organize something coming for you. There is a seal. I keep seeing the seal. It's a baby seal. And it seems to be for symphony. There's also a white one, though. The white one is for Sonia, the white seal, the baby seal. They're both baby seals. These are divine guides for your intuitive path, specifically for where you are stepping, where you are walking, to reconnect everyone's network on the bottom of your foot. There's a lot of chakras. There's a lot of key points. You're kissing the earth. You're touching the energies in a building. You are channeling energies in and out, but there's many other ways to communicate. So these are guides specifically for your intuitive path. There's some very bright plumed birds, like a peacock, but the male peacock, you know, the spectacular one. There's a seahorse. Someone has a seahorse. If I haven't mentioned you, you might have a seahorse. Iritag has a peacock for sure, as well as possibly something else there. Sylvia has a mountain goat, a baby mountain goat. Wow, this is very interesting. Everybody is having baby animals or small animals. Marnie, I see little flames. I don't think it's from something that I know. It almost like it morphs between a lightning bug looking thing to a little flash, a tiny little flame to nothing, but it's moving. And then it like slowly appears, but it disappears before the full shape comes in. So it's some kind of a fire elemental. Ah, this is a fire elemental. This has some volcano energies, but it's like a tiny volcano, so it goes poof. And there's too much being held in. Interesting, interesting. Now, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now the divine dolphin realms, they come in, and they're coming in like circles of dolphins swimming around in a circle. They're coming down from above and from below. They're not close to us. They're out like at the walls of a big space, and they're going around. These are the Syrian dolphins, because they're kind of a lavender blue. They're fairly large, coming down. So they're saying that they're the spiritual aspect of dolphins, and they bring this energy, and coming up from below are the silver dolphins. The silver dolphins come from the silver ray. It's a divine feminine ray, and they're blending around. Autumn, you have much in your belly. You have something in your belly that wants to become fully formed, but it hurts. It's almost like you're worried that am I creating something, or am I getting sick? There's a doubt that keeps stepping forward and then back and forward and then back. the spirit guide that really wants to help you. The belly hurts a lot. So to receive, yes. So the sun is coming. And then the sun turns into like a picture of a lion, like Leo energy. And so considering where we are, there's sun and there's Leo, and the lion's gate is coming up. And these seem to be very powerful energies for you. So something is speaking to you through the powerful 8-8, the 8th of August. It's a stargate where we have the strongest connection to the energies of the spiritual sun. So these are the sun energy that brings the strength, the self-understanding, the self-acceptance, the power in the belly. But there's a lot of pain in the belly. You have a worry in your belly. The sacral is wobbly, but the solar plexus is so worried about its power. It's about being seen, about being burned, about being, wow, it's like burning out before your time. And yet, if you don't ignite this, if you don't let this come through, there isn't going to be something for... There's so many people that need you. They just want you to know that you have, if you can imagine a bridge being built, and it's being built from two sides, and you're the piece that connects those two sides, and those two sides are built, and you need to be the piece, the final piece in the puzzle. But it requires this. So Leo and Cat, detach and receive. Be the epic receiver, like the masculine male lion. The masculine male lion really doesn't do much. The women hunt, they lay around all together and nap and bathe and have a wonderful time. And the masculine is, yes, the protector, but there's very little. It's a very relaxed environment and lifestyle, and that's part of the message for you. Find the lifestyle where you're supported, you feel safe in your tribe, you know, you have your pride, I think it's called. And it isn't about masculine, feminine, servant kind of relationship. This is, I step into my role. I play my role. Wow. And this is a struggle. This is an inner battle in your solar plexus, but now is the time. So I think it's quite significant that you're moving in a week or 2 weeks. I think we go into the Lion's Gate. So that between now and then, very important. Where are you holding your power back? Where are you not willing to feel it, hear it? Where are you experiencing either physical discomfort here or other places where you're not looking at your light, you're not shining your light, you're not stepping into it? If you don't know much about Leo energy, go read up on it. It is positive ego. And the sun, but you have the spiritual sun coming in like a blue violet, and then you have this, and it's really, the message is, this is what you need to embody, and then you will be able to hold and handle the energy and the power and the light that's coming, because you have this piece, and you have to be in your strength, you have to be in your self-belief. So use this Leo energy as a guide. How do I feel in this situation? Even if you're not Leo in any way, this is what's coming through for you. The detachment energy of the cat is the power to be fully embodied, fully in pleasure, fully receiving, pet me, feed me, I love it, purring, enjoying, and then completely relaxing and leaving and traveling the dimensions, coming back into the body, leaving the body. there isn't this stress. So these are your powerful guides. Thank you. Ruthella's here. Is Ruthella here? Ruthella's here. Ruthella. Beautiful girl, beautiful girl, beautiful girl, beautiful girl, beautiful girl. Merlin is here for you. Merlin is bringing color healing, energy healing, alchemy. Merlin is here for you. He's holding you in a vibration with a crystal cave. Merlin is here for you. The crystals are working through his energies and through the forest energies. All of these things, if you tune in, think about them, stand by a sacred tree. He will be there. The wisdom of him lives in the forest. You don't have to go there. If you can, that's wonderful. But there is a place that you can meet. So go there now. The colors above you are beginning to open. They're a rainbow, sort of like different colors, bands. Now they're opening doorways. Now there's an energy of this wise guide coming to you, taking your hand and lifting you forward. Please allow the crystal kingdom, because of the wisdom and the ancient light that they hold, they can hold a vortex. So give permission for the crystal kingdom to hold the vortex underneath you. And now they're sending energies up to you as Merlin takes you. Now, as you rise through these layers of color, if you see, sense, or perceive whatever color they are, those are guides as well. This is the door that's opened for you. When you go to bed, come back. Do this again exactly as described. And drift off with Merlin, supported, lifted, empowered by the crystal kingdom. They hold codes that are waking up, that will be connecting you. And between these two energies, it's like having an energy motor underneath you and a beautiful guide in front of you holding your hand, opening the path through the different energies of color and aura and light. Whatever you're looking for, this is the path to go on. Begin tonight to work with these two beautiful spirit guides. Any kind of crystal may speak to you, but I see a lot of clear quartz crystal. So any you have, any you feel called to, and call to it as a spirit guide as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Kim, my beautiful Kim, I gotta keep track because I'm never gonna know what I'm doing. The flower of life is here for you, Kim. Flower of life holds very deep secrets. Get out the picture. If you haven't colored one yet, or one you have colored, or if you feel drawn to color a new one, as you color it, slowly watch your fingers go through the circle. When you feel ready, pick up a different color and continue a flowing movement. Only pick up when you feel ready to change the color, which is a messenger through which whatever you're unlocking. They said that you're unlocking your ability to receive through every circle that you trace If you recognize this is your light body, so you know this from class that you have this sphere of the flower of life, the Akashic Ascension sphere around you, and you are drawing on it, drawing here. You don't have one you printed, they're showing just take crayons or different colors and just draw a circle, draw another circle, and just keep drawing a circle. After you've drawn 3 circles, they say that a little gate is opening and that you must stop and think about what you could receive right now. You could just be ready to receive the message of what you've unlocked or what you're doing. It's a very beautiful game with colors, with the eternal circle, with the sphere of light, and all the sacred geometry that makes up things. You play the game, and your light body council will take the energies that you are co-creating and begin to move them around. Within 3 days, you will have 3 ways that you have begun to receive. You need to become aware of them with ease and grace. Maybe in your dreams tonight, before you go to bed, collect and connect to your spirit guides. Enter this beautiful space, look at a flower of life, look at the sphere, the Akashic Ascension sphere, tune in, and then go into it like a beautiful art project. There are elves here. There are elves here, there are nature spirits here, they are very wood-like, but they're very earth-like. They're in the trees and they're in the brush, on the ground, and more than they are in the earth. As Enza here, yes, this is for Enza. Woo. So Enza, you're receiving some messages into your right ear. They feel like tickles and itches. There might be some other tingling deeper in. They're coming in through this ear because it's active, because this is where you're logically thinking and you're hearing and you're actively being and giving. And they want you to start with hearing. So manifesting with the earth elementals. This is different than manifesting with earth, with crystal, with oil, with mineral, with dirt, rock, and stone. These are the elementals that are on the earth, living on the surface of the earth, maybe in, under, or on small plants or ferns or brush, maybe in, under, or on the roots of, not in the roots, the trees. Could be in the trees, could be on the trees, could be on top of the roots, but above the dirt. These are not the in-earth elementals. So I don't see one particular spirit guide. They're moving all around. They're showing themselves very obviously. Some of them are climbing trees. Some look a little bit gnomish, little people-ish. Some are just energies and colors, lights underneath plant leaves. There's a lot of rustling and movement, and even in the, like at the bottom of a forest where trees have dropped their leaves and stuff and things are there. There's a fluffy layer of that movement in there. There's glowing, things moving, and they all seem to be in concert. So they want you to manifest with them. They want you to realize how organized they are, how connected they are. They're working on the earth. That means they work with things that are there. That means they help to take your ideas and build. That means if you sit with them in your meditation or in 3D, if you see them and open a little doorway to them, they really do want to come in through the right ear. They want to speak with you. So what you hear through the right ear doesn't have to be voices or words. It can be tickles, it could be sounds, it could be vibrations. You may not actually hear anything. You just understand that this is part of, your ear is an interesting chakra because it's right here. And so it is a blend of your throat chakra and your third eye chakra. And this is exactly where the two meet. So it's an inner eye that receives and perceives. It's a information center like this throat that receives and sends. So it has more than just what we think the hearing is. Now, wow. You're tickling my nose like crazy. I'm sneezing. This is just weird. My ears are itching. Okay, guys, manifestations are here. They're very close. They're in your cells. They're in your body. Turn it on. Follow it. Listen it. Trust it. Move forward. That's for Enza. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So Bast is here. Bast is here. Bast is here. Bast, the goddess, is here. She's calling. Thank you, Bast. We've got two Basts right here. She is a black cat goddess, Egyptian goddess. She is the pure divine healer. She is another aspect of Sekhmet. She is the pure love of the divine sacred feminine. She's here for symphony. She's here for Deb. She says she's sending a lot of energy to a lot of you. However, she's here specifically for symphony and for Deb. I am the portal of divine healing, and I am not here for just one. I am a portal of divine healing through which you heal and love your heart so that it may receive love again. I am a portal of divine healing, and I hold you to my heart. I hold you between my arms, between my paws, to my heart. I never leave you. I send you messages day and night. Will you receive this love? It's a divine love. It's a mother love. It's time for you to let me melt your resistance to receiving divine motherly love and to release any attachments to deep, heavy emotions around being worthy or any experiences with divine mother love. Deb, you must remember that I am always holding you, standing with these pillars of light. This will give you night vision, astral powers, healing powers, and self-love that can grow in the heart. Symphony, you have Egyptian memories that are itching. They're tingling, they're waking up in your neural network, in your veins, and they will feel like tiny pricks or maybe tingles. They might feel like small electrical shocks, but tiny, tiny. And these are memories that are like a notification that you are receiving a message. Specifically notice anything above the ears, around the middle of the head. Notice energy under fur, under hair, in the hair and the head, and really feel that there is a new electrical connection. I'm going to reunite you with your sacred DNA structure of something you held in ancient Egypt. Remember, with every decision you're moving into, this is something you allow to be a part of the information that you use to choose. Here. Okay. So vivid, all of these beautiful beings. Now, I have to get some more water and a tissue to hold the space. And when I come back, I'll continue to move through whatever's coming. And I will trust that whatever is optimal will be delivered. Isis is sending her love. One moment. Okay, I've got my tissues and a very little bit of water, so give me one more sec here. and reconnect. Okay, the more I clear my throat and nose, the more comes up. So you could take a sip of water or do your own little cleanse for a second, and I'll be back in just a few more seconds, I hope. Ooh, ha. We're having some very powerful guidance coming through here. And it loosens up a lot of stuff here. Woo, all this energy for you guys. Okay. I'm without any more liquids, so we'll hope for the best. Let's see if we got any feedback. Oh, wow. I know. I think so, Marnie. Really, what they were showing me is that you've got that buildup within you because, you know, you're like, I want this, but that, and I want this, but that, and you're never making a choice. So the raccoon, look up more about the meaning of raccoons. I love raccoons. And fireflies are just pure magic to me. They're lighting the way, right? So this, and you know too much in your head, so you're using it too much, and you're not letting yourself move forward with the feeling of it. You've got to just take a step and do it. It's just got to happen, right? Autumn said, that's amazing. Thank you. I'm a Leo rising. Ah, and I have a major cat connection. Excellent day. Well, I have I have a Leo rising too. And this year I have a Leo moon as well. I'm not sure how that works. And I'm fairly new to really accepting the Leo energy. So I find it fascinating because it used to scare the crap out of me. Rutella, thank you. The forest is my sacred place. The magician, the alchemist. I didn't know he was Merlin. This was so reassuring. Oh, fantastic! And Ruthella's just joined us for the class, so I'm going to see you tomorrow. Sherry, hi! I feel so blessed. If there's time, okay. Yep. Let me put that down. I removed the cords and did the retrieval that was needed. Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's see if we can get you some guidance on that. D, how do you trust yourself? Okay, D, trust self, trust self. So, what part of you don't you trust? What part of you doesn't trust you? That is, there are two sides to everything, and you can see where you are. You're on the extremes, and you're here calling for more balance, and that part of you is over there. So they're showing that a very It looks like a river, and then it turns into kind of like winds like a snake, but it doesn't turn into a snake. It's more like water energy carving its own path, and seeing it from way above the earth where it's like very organic, and it kind of looks like it's going in many directions, but it's finding its path of least resistance through everything. And that water energy, that water elemental energy, would be very, very powerful for you. I'm starting to get really, really hot. And that happens very frequently as we move energies, and we have a lot of spirit guides here. However, the guide for you, D, is the wild woman, the wild part of you, the wild feminine power, because it's where your strength is, and you don't trust it because of the logic and the conditioning. So you want to rise up and to watch yourself and to allow yourself to follow that same kind of energy. Bring in the water and then adopt the wild woman. And what does that mean for you? Okay. Woman, specifically woman, wild woman, not nature. Ooh. Okay, Marnie, we were just talking about the lightning bugs, and there's another aspect to that that is here. Let me see if something that's going. This is for you. Expecting miracles. Miracles are blossoming in my life, and look at this. She's open to receiving it. This is what she's looking at. She's not like, I want that, but I want that, but open to receive. Boom. Done with that. Excelente. I think that I have another message for Deborah. I can't remember who's gotten more than one message, but this is for what's optimal. So remember, the spirit guides are here. They're walking around. They're talking to you. There's a beautiful feather, a maiden kind of energy with a lot of feathers that's walking around our circle. And she's touching some of you with some feathers. They're white feathers for some of you. They look more like a brownish eagle feather for some of you. And there's a blue, a very brilliant kind of butterfly blue feather for some of you. Deborah. There's something here that wants to talk to you. What are you hiding from? 2, what are you expecting? Those 2 questions are going to open 2 doorways for you. There's going to be a healing at home. Where is the home energy for you? Where is the comfort? The home comfort. Yeah, okay. So this is a deck called the Divination of the Ancients. Just jumped out, wants to talk to you, Deb. So ask those questions, whatever that was. Those are going to open doors. Find where you feel at home and be there. whatever realm, whatever way, and notice that. And they want you to use your tools. They want you to use your wand. You use it as a writing tool, a speaking tool, and there's another way for you to use it. This is a connection tool. And what is the optimal connection tool for Deb? This one, got it. Astrology. All right, so whatever I just said, and then this is a tool. If you look at your sign, if you watch some station you like about what's relevant for you right now in the next moon, in this quarter, whatever, there's some very powerful information for you right there. That's fun, sweetie. This was also the first card that came out, and it said footprints or direction. So it's just showing footprints, lots of different ones walking side by side. Birds and little paws and human feet, and they're all walking in the same direction. So you have all these spirit guides around you. Oh my gosh, look at that. You can take it literally if you want, whatever these are, but it's the general feeling of it. Wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, there's an energy for everyone here that this tool would be very, very, really powerful. And that is to look into the world and see the illusion. They call it hydromancy. It can be gazing into water or scrying. But the key here is to realize that you're looking at the reflection. You're not looking at truth. Everything you see is an illusion. They're saying use that as a power because you know that. Thank you. All right, Sylvia. Sylvia. Beloved, beautiful Sylvia. Okay, my darling. You're such a wonderful woman. Wow. Lots of roses and rose petals all around you. Emotional healing. This must be the emotional healing because the goddess love, the cycles, you're in new territory with a new language, and the language only needs to be love in this moment. Only needs to be love, but the love has to be received. So I see these rose petals, they're pink and a little bit red, and they're swirling around like a vortex around you, and they're coming towards you. You must receive this. This is the energy of the rose in a different way than you have been familiar with the rose. This is different than Mary energy. Not that there's not there, but it's, yes, I think it is. I think it's this. I think it's Kuan Yin energy. And Kuan Yin is holding compassion so that you can let go of all your sorrows. that you can let down all the heavy things that you carry and all the pain that you identify with. She takes it into her arms here, and she holds this now and is anointing your divine vision. Imagine that you are in the spring where everything is fresh and new, and you remember that this is where you meet all the cycles of you in the spring, on the threshold of renewal. Kuan Yin is going to hold your sorrows, is going to hold the pain for the whole house and the land, and open up for you to connect with a future you that knows the language and the landscape. Kuan Yin is one of my most beloved guides. I have many Kuan Yins. So I picked up the Kuan Yin Oracle, but I didn't pick a card, and it opened in my hand, and the first thing I just saw was, she sprinkles blossoms around you, and when you are ready, you follow the breath and come back into your body peacefully. Beautiful, wonderful guidance from really loving spirits. And what's wonderful about Kuan Yin is that she is a ascended master. She had her own trials and tribulations in the physical realm and transcended them and understood them not to be in control of her. And that's what we're all being gifted with. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sonia? Sonia, you are in a dance with yourself. You're in a dance with reuniting you and you and you and you. It's like two pairs partnering and dancing with the ghost of your past and the ghost this is not a ghost in a way like that, you know. It's not a scary ghost, it's not a evil ghost, it's not a dead person or an undead person. This is a spirit body of you and who you've been, and dancing with who you are now. And this has been driving you to create. And you are now meeting the future optimal you. And you can send part of you to dance with her. And you will be dancing with, experiencing, creating, understanding yourself from your past and now, and how you relate to that, how you let yourself be driven by it, identified by it, or held back by it. And you get to begin to practice stepping into this spirit is very present the way we might imagine a ghost. There's a tangible, physical, etheric, and auric feeling to this. Who you are becoming is ready to play with you in your aura. Namaste. Oh, beautiful. Okay, that was Sonia. 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 Brittany. 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 Brittany is a brave and powerful woman who's dancing in her power time right now and playing on the etheric realms quite strongly with her selves. These are selves that have 7 aspects that are going to be attuned through these 7 attunements. Oh, Venus is your guide. She's here for the school, but she is specifically walking a path with you. She wants you to feel her like a pearl, like a light gray pearl, satin, touching you very lovingly, softly, and bringing you back to your center. She says you have an enormous body of feminine power and the structure's ready to be unveiled. You've left that construction and you are coming back to it. However, you have halted the progress a few times. It is not, I don't know how to say that. It is not a mark on your heart. Yeah, something like that. It isn't something to carry in your heart. He said the beauty and love hold power. You must hold beauty and love for you. You will reconnect to the structure, and I stand strong with you in this moment and every moment. Will you remember me? Will you hear me? Don't worry. Feel my touch. Feel my touch. Feel my touch. You need a touchstone of rose quartz to hold, to connect with her. You don't need it to connect with her. She wants you to carry it so that you can touch it anytime, anywhere, and to make a habit of doing it throughout the day. Happy or not, anytime. She has a tool she wants you to use. Your communication is going to be through your touch. Respect yourself and only receive touches that you desire. This is a sacred place. She said that here is the connection to the aura and to your being in the 3D. If you take touches that hold aggression or anger or criticism or heavy energies, these disrupt your field and your manifesting skills. You're on your path and to use your numerology to bring you more awareness of what you're seeing, what you're receiving. There's going to be a lot of messages coming through numbers to you. Cheryl. Cheryl. Mm. 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 I'm looking at all your names and I'm seeing you, and this is such a delightfully soft and beautiful space. The guidance is coming through in fairly simple ways. Think about, listen to, take notes of how you received your message. What senses is it triggering? Was it very descriptive, or was it vivid in colors or feeling? Did it tell you to pay attention to touch or whatever? Sure. All right. So Cheryl, your guide, I've never used it myself in a classic way, is the I Ching. Now, there's a lot of other methods that use the I Ching, and it's saying change. And what I feel about this is that this is some ancient Chinese wisdom. They're showing that you were adept at it. You look kind of like a wise man with a long mustache and long silver hair, real thin silver hair, sitting in satin robes. And just a minute. So Cheryl, Cheryl, Cheryl. Is this Cheryl? Is this the life of Cheryl? Is this a metaphor of Cheryl? Is this a spirit guide for Cheryl? This is a spirit guide, and the spirit guide is not one of your other lives, is not a mentor you had in another life, and is a spirit guide that is the embodiment of the I Ching and what it means. So the I Ching being something that, it's a book of changes, I believe, is the title, the subtitle of it. So this is where you want to look for the answers. They're saying just look somewhere that describes things, pick, and also for you, that numerology, the number thing is coming in. Change. I want to look at this for a second. I find this very interesting. Oh, here we go. This comes up sometimes for me because of some other systems. It may be difficult to embrace new beginnings, but it is the only way to move forward. You're being urged to turn things around and shake them up. Change is the key to bringing about new opportunities. Resisting change will block those opportunities and might create hurdles that hinder the flow. You may have to change yourself to make room for the new to enter, but as you do, you will find long dormant wisdom and knowledge emerging, creating one of the deepest transformations of all. Most excellent. There you go, Sherry. Oh, how wonderful. Joanna. Cute. The Thank you. The obsidian is coming up for me, and the labradorite is coming up for you. So one of your guides is the crystal kingdom of labradorite, and Joanna, sorry, and Saint Germain. And the labradorite is the Merlin stone, or the wizard stone, or the magic stone. It is a stone that works between the worlds. You can enter it, you can communicate with it if you hold it or have a little piece in your pocket or wear it. This is very, very powerful for you. And it is connecting you to alchemy as well, because Saint Germain was a master of light body, sacred geometry, alchemy. And that means going to the frequency of something and looking at shifting it from that place, instead of in the story, instead of in the mind, instead of in the physical body, in the world, the 3D. So this is about you opening to manifesting in a different way, to actually allowing the flow come through you in a different way. Please connect to Saint Germain. Please connect to the Merlin stone, the labradorite, and please be ready for magic to happen in your life. Yes? Okay. Very direct, very powerful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Thank you, Joanna. So Autumn, I know there's a message for you. I don't know if I gave you a message already, but I have been hearing. And Samir, we have one here for you, I know, and for Samantha. So Samantha and Samantha, I'm so excited. Samir, I know, that's a Samantha and Samir. To that day. Did Joanna, Autumn. I'm going to do Autumn right now. Okay. I like to look around at the different guides and energies I have here. And this is a great way to do it yourself. If you have things around you, maybe you feel drawn to a book. Okay, a book. Let's see here, momentito. I do. Seriously. Oh, I love you so much. Thank you. Okay, we have some books that wanted to come here. Now, this is for Samantha, actually. Samantha. So, Samantha, it's time for you to start to manifest, to use your voice, to use your words, to understand the power of them, and to use them first for yourself, for in private, for playing. Your words are going to shift your mindset. They're showing you're going to open some energies to start to see differently. You have nothing to do but to state that I am the way, I am freed. I'm becoming aware of my true desire. The cause of your confusion is going to be a revelation. To open the door is to become one with that which is knocking. These are messages that came from the book by Neville, At Your Command. You don't need the book, however, if you're interested. The other message is Oh, beautiful. So, Samantha, when you use your voice, realize that you are spreading love. But are you declaring your love? First for yourself, for your path, for your past, and for who you are becoming. So this is a children's book, makes you cry. And they specifically want me only to give you this part. Say to yourself, I'll love you forever. I'll be you for always. This isn't exactly in the book. As long as we're here, love will be, oh my God, path. Love will build your path. They were saying love will be the cause, but they showed me a yellow brick road being built brick by brick right in front of your feet. So that's another reference there to the follow the yellow brick road to your wizard. Autumn, 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 autumn. There's a lot of joy around you. There's a rainbow archway around you. There's 3 different energies that are coming from the rainbow. The first one is the red ray. This is a very powerful ray. This is a grounding ray. This is a ray of burning desires, a little bit of like the volcano as well, growing. But instead of a Pele energy, this is a red rose that's ready to burst open. And that's the way, like that, almost in slow motion. You watch a rose unfold. This looks more roundish, maybe peony, and full of layers and layers and layers and layers and layers. There's a beautiful smiling Buddha, the happy Buddha, the jolly Buddha, the Buddha of the big belly, the Buddha of abundance, the Buddha of joy, laughing, laughing, laughing. That's medicine and magic in that. Medicine and magic in the laughter. Autumn. Look into your astrology as well. There's some good wisdom there. Focus, because there's many paths opening before you. Your focus is not focusing on one, it's focusing that there is always paths opening, that there are multiple opportunities, that as you move forward, those doors are opening, and the path of using the design of your astrology, which we've had a guidance of several times, as well as arrow-like focus. So many paths to take. Which one will you take and keep following it? Namaste. I sincerely hope I have got everyone. I'm going to do Samir now. Samir. And now my body is telling me that is the end. Jaguar, thank you, my beautiful being. So, Jaguar is here coming to hold me. And to show me that I have not been allowing the energy to flow through me. I mean, I have, but then I'm holding it. I need to be more fluid so that when the energy comes through me, it doesn't create the tension. So Jaguar is asking all of us to become fluid, to be seen and unseen, to see always through all darkness, see our true self. The emerald, the emerald, the emerald. Samir, 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 Samir. Little raccoons all around you. Little raccoons like this, like they're stuck to a window with their fluffy, and then their tail, and they're looking. So they're like all around your auric field, looking in. They're watching. They're looking. They can't seem to get into your auric field. There's a lot of little messengers that are being held outside of your auric field. And they're so cute. There's so many of them. And I know that as they come in, they're going to have some really incredible messages. There's also for you many paths. That's the potential for you right now. This is a 34 or a 7. The paths aren't real clear though, you see? You're really in the ethers, so it's important that you receive this energy. The most empowering energy for you right now is lightning. Lightning isn't really an elemental in the traditional sense. It is an elemental of a higher nature. It is a creator being. It is a expression of the divine that is the life giver, that is the strength of being able to generate light, power. When lightning strikes, it can burn, it can light up, it can amplify, it can accelerate. The lightning power for you is igniting your heart solar plexus light, and you're drawing down energies from above and below to help that ignite. Look at that space. Tune into lightning beings, lightning energy, the aspect of the creator god, like Zeus holding the lightning rod lightning bolt is relevant for you. Ah, this is for you. Okay, haha. I got this book down earlier, but they told me it wasn't for whoever the other books were. Okay, so this is from Delphi. I was an oracle at Delphi, and I've been there a few times in this life. Fabulous, incredible. And this was my ex-husband in this life was this beautiful charioteer being in another life. And so because they said Zeus, this must have something to do with you. So let me just see if anything comes out at me as I look through here. Beautiful. Oh, I love this place. I love everything to do with it. Greece and ancient Greece and the gods of Greece, and been there, done that. Okay, what's this? What's this? Let's see here. Oh, no. Used to have Poseidon. I had a poster from Greece of Poseidon on my wall. And I think we had one as well of Zeus. Okay, here we go. This showing that for you to wield your power, different things popping up, nothing really specific here. And then it's like this, for you to hold your power. You see how this coming from being on the crown is like Atlas holding the world up, but this is you creating your world. And it's holding the container for you to connect to your higher self, and here's creation. So this is part of the message, that that lightning bolt doesn't have to be in a masculine way this way. Isn't this interesting? Lightning on the cover of the other book that we got. I love lightning. I mean, I love the messages. Fantastic. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to just check real quick, see if you guys gave me any feedback, and I'm ready to go relax in the arms of my beloved, my little kitty, my beautiful beloved Ishel, who I've named after the goddess who's the patroness of my home sanctuary. Was very sick. She ate something, probably a bug or something. And when I came down this morning, she couldn't move. She was gagging, making weird sounds, and she was cold. We had to take her to the vet. Did a lot of energy work with her, still treating her on my Rife machine. And she's better. She's back. She has eaten a little bit. She has to be very careful for 3 days, and she has been loving coming inside, but we still leave her outside with her mother at night because her mother, who's only a year old, does not like to come inside. So if you want to send her your love, we will be very grateful. She gave me a whole new set of scratches, this one particularly painful on here. These are messages, taking somebody who feels sick and eventually couldn't really fight back, but we wrapped her up in a towel and put her, she was in a little thing, and put her in the car, and I went to kiss her, and she got out and ran around the car a little bit. So these have been messengers for me all day, and a lot of different messages coming from the pain, from the location of the cuts, and that they're from this beloved cat who has showed up, and she is like another worldly being. She looks at me and my aura. I have some videos recently of her coming up next to me on the couch, which is new, and just looking at my aura, and then taking my hand with her hands and pulling it like, this is us. And my mother was even told me she watched it and could see her saying, this is forever, this is serious, we are here, recognizing me, and being another of the puzzle pieces for me of spirit guides, of energies. Cats are amazing healers. Jaguar medicine is coming stronger and stronger, downloading into me now. And so it's quite profound, the things that are happening. And remember, even if it's painful, or you feel like it's not a good thing, it's a message. My dear friend Michelle got stung by a bunch of wasps, and she said, I gave her some things to help, and I was helping her to understand the message. She said, because, well, I can't be upset with the wasps. I have to take my medicine. I have to know what it is. And it isn't, again, that we're meant to suffer, because that's not the point. The point is, what is the message for you? What is the messenger? So thank you so much, everyone. Mm. I used to have a small gold cat. Maybe best probably got when King Tut exhibit was in New York City 35 years ago. I gave it away a few years ago. Oh, wow. Wow. Ooh, Brittany, lightning. Yes, I love it. That feels like a big answer for me. Let the energy flow through me. Thank you. Perfect. Lisa said, oh, you're such a gift. Thank you. Those cards are beautiful. I know we have a whole bunch of different ones here, and they're all this talking and playing. And I love to allow the messages and the spirit guides to speak through whatever way they want. So they can speak through my intuition, and they can speak through the books, and they can speak through the cards. And so I'm open to receiving. Thank you. Love is the answer. Time to love myself first. Exactly. But you know, if you get a message and it feels like, okay, I'll keep doing that, or love's the answer, I know that is, step back away from it, because this is always, always from a new place. Oh, I'm having so much energy go through this channel right here, this meridian. Holy moly. Um, okay. Thank you so much, everyone. My email is nan@nanakasha.com. Okay? nan@nanakasha.com. And if you go to my website, there's Donna's emails everywhere. It's ASST, assistant, ASST at nanakasha.com. And let me give you this link. So, nanakasha.com, replace shop dot, or go there to join us tomorrow. Beautiful Stacy Jam. Oh, thank you for sending my baby some love. Sending love. Thank you, my sweet kitty. It was very interesting and unfolded like food poisoning for us. She came home, and when she got into the casita downstairs, the Dolphin house, she was walking around a little bit, getting her bearings, and then she goes, "Wow!" So I got this special food from the vet because she's got this very sensitive stomach now for a few days, and I put a tiny bit out, and she was like, yes, and she ran over and she ate a couple of bitefuls, and then she looked at me and she walked away, and she hunched down and she went, oh. And Chris goes, what? And I said, isn't that how you feel after you've had food poisoning and you put food in your body? And it says no. And she sat there waiting to throw up and kind of gagged but didn't. So it was quite an experience, but she's doing better now. So thank you so much, everyone. Oh yeah, the Vajra weapon symbol when thinking about lightning. So everybody think about that, right? So okay, let's see. Jaguar, thank you. Dolphin, thank you. Kuan Yin, thank you to all of you. Thank you, Isis, of course, and to Venus, and to our beautiful moon, Jaguar, and all of our sacred energies, and all of our beloved guides. We give great thanks to all who've gathered here, who hold the space in the front, in the back, in our hearts, in our minds, through our senses. We give such gratitude that this place expands 10,000-fold. And the spiritual guidance that we've received, and these divine guides who have come forward for us, be now connected clearly through our time, through our soul, through our planet, and through all who are ready. Thank you for this moment. Thank you for this wisdom. Thank you for the medicine, the messages. Thank you to all these messengers and to the divine, beautiful realms and councils that are gathering for this Intuition Awakening Summer Camp. We are here for nonstop spiritual guidance. We are here to walk the path of co-creation. We are here to connect with our messengers that are most optimal in this moment. We're here to hear the messages that will guide us, support us, uplift us, and allow us to enjoy our journey. And we now accept the soul medicine that is always and only here to lead us forward on our most beautiful, soul-empowered, divinely loved, infinitely guided, protected, and enlightened soul path. Thank you. May the circle be open, yet never ever broken. Let the love of the divine goddess, these beautiful energies of our spiritual sun, our spiritual guides, these beautiful 7, 7, 7 divine energies, open a gateway through the next day or two. I receive with gracious gratitude. I receive and allow myself to fill up, to enjoy, to savor, and to taste. And I am ready to receive until I overflow, and it comes from my fingertips. The divine love, the memory of who I am, and the connection to all of this beautiful, loving guidance in my own unique and incredible way. Namaste. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I feel extremely reverent right now. Oh, your Maine Coon's been talking. You're so welcome for the expansion and guidance by being the channel. You're so welcome. Thank you, Stacy. You give us all so much. Hope you're here. Jump on the chance to join you in your class. I can vouch how many of your classes, how amazing your classes are. I wish it worked for me to join. Oh, wonderful. Thank you, sweetie. Well, we have evening classes. We've got email. We have WhatsApp groups. We have all kinds of ways to stay connected if you can't come live. Thank you, everybody. Have a beautiful and blessed night.